Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
After you.
Wasn't the first time I've read The Art of War, but I prefer this translation.
That book was a dense read, but I was struck by the similarities to Kree war manuals.
Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others.
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
That is what Nico and the others are trying to figure out.
That Goth Knight thing?
Emo kids, actually.
Whatever. Nico's magic nerd knight. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master Sun.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
Are you not better off if you know how to win?
They don't tell you how to win. They tell you how the Kree have previously won. The Art of War encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the Art of War suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to The Art of War.
See you all next time.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
It was good to see the conclusions we each drew from the book.
That's why I think we need to do this. A team that understands its disparate parts works better in concert. But don't quote me. Sun Tzu said it better.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
It is good to encounter new views. They help you better comprehend your own.
You really connected with the art of war, huh? I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask.
Feeling good today, girl?
Hunter, that went better than expected.
I am looking forward to reading Carol's book.
Same here. Feels like book club is pointing out an edge we've always had, but never knew to sharpen. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
That is it for me.
Peace.
Hunter, hello.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But... No! Ah, how can this be? You have vanquished me once again.
This is the life. Kicking it with the legendary hunter. And kicking said legendary hunter's ass at a fighting game.
This is an outrage. I demand a rematch.
Are you sure? I've already beaten you twice.
3 out of 5.
You realize that you'll need to win the next 3 matches to beat me.
Just press that forsaken restart button already.
Okay, but I'm not going easy on you, Hunter. You're way too good for that.
I am good now, huh?
Yeah, just not at this game. Lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
All right then.
The mirror table. Our pulse on everything Hydra. Really brings an Avengers Tower vibe to this place.
It has been useful. The Abbey always harbored great resources, but Stark and the Doctor have enhanced its abilities tenfold.
Don't get me wrong. Tony and the other Stephen are great. But I believe in giving credit where credit is due. You've also been doing your fair share. And I wanted to let you know that it hasn't gone unnoticed.
That is a generous compliment to give. Thank you, Captain.
It's not generous when it's true. They say a good soldier should always trust his gut, and if my gut is right, and it's almost always right, I think you have a destiny beyond just defeating Lilith.
And what destiny is that?
Keep playing it straight with me, Hunter, and maybe I'll trust you enough one day to tell you.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? How's that for quality workmanship? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? It may not be flashy, but it will get the job done.
Shh. Tony is working. Still busy, Hunter. Don't worry.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Ready to work? Better to have it or not need it, right? No pain, no gain. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for later.
Remember the bells, kid? When you were young, we barely keep them up in the tower. Excuse to ring those damn things. Some came to cutting them down.
See you soon.
I wouldn't have thought. It's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Objective confirmed.
That's one hell of a move.
Engaging! Ooh, I like it! we go. What do you call a private who failed out of boot camp? A Hydra officer. Is that all you got?
Sure, just do whatever the last guy did.
Feels so good.
Everything's going according to plan so far.
This should help. This one's for you. Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here. Oh, this should be good.
I think you got him.
By her command!
I'm seeing double here.
Serve her with honor.
Let's take control of this situation.
I'll put this to good use. Come get it. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama. They're mine.
That's some move.
Hit my head or something.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Hydra Immortalis. No retreat.
Try harder next time.
Careful, I bruise easy. I think I'm actually hurt.
Watch me.
Okay, that was awesome. We can definitely...
They're gonna remember that.
Let's set it.
Why, look any different to you?
Roger that. They're not going to like this.
Fall back and regroup.
I might be in trouble here.
About time. Your mother. Let's see how tough you are.
We've done it. Excellent work.
What's good? Heading to shop class. You in?
I am ready.
Right on.
Good instincts, but you want to tighten up the array.
Like this?
Close. Here, I can show you.
What's all the, new equipment?
Ah, the supplies? No need to thank me. Donated to the cause, courtesy of 5 Stark subsidiaries.
Wow. It's really something.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but just take what you need. I'll clear out the rest. I promise.
Awesome. That's great.
Huh. What is wrong?
It's nothing. Did you know Tony planned to do this?
No. Did you?
Nope. Maybe he can tell us what's going on.
How's it going, boss? Ready to get your hands greasy?
Tony, why did you bring all this equipment?
Really? The old stuff has a junkyard horked up in an 80s machine shop vibe. Why, were we supposed to vote on it?
No problem, but I would like to know how you managed to bring all this to the Abbey.
I was just taking up space in various warehouses, so I had it delivered.
How?
I carted it, crate by crate, through Limbo. Don't bring it up with Ilyana. I dropped a spectrometer off her glowy bridge. She's not happy. So, about this situation, I get it. We're bumping elbows. But you kids are doing good work here. Whatever you want to do, I'll support it.
I spoke with Tony about the equipment. He says he wanted to support shop class.
That's all?
He believes he is helping. That is good enough for me.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Look, you came here to make something. Don't keep Parker waiting. I guess I'll keep an eye on Tony. Make sure he doesn't do any crazy rich people stuff.
Like what?
We don't want to find a champagne waterfall in the break room, you know? Actually, that would be tight. Glad you cleared that up with Tony. Now we can get to work. Now that we know Wanda's a threat, you'll need an edge if you face her again.
What kind of edge?
Nothing that involves her coming to harm. We're looking at ways to protect you from her abilities.
How is that possible?
Our first prototype keeps you connected to the real world in case Wanda alters it around you.
Like an anchor, tethering me to reality?
Exactly. If Wanda alters your reality, our second prototype alters it back. Robbie got the idea from his spirit of vengeance. I think the prototype is powered by Hellfire, so best not to jostle it.
Like a button I press to reset her alterations? Or a broadcast interfering with her own transmission?
Perfect. I have the components you gave me. Always good to get ahead. You ready to put this one to bed?
I am ready.
Well, that went not poorly. And that's a decent prototype. Just needs refinement before you bring it to market.
You plan to sell it?
It's only an expression. Although... Nope, stopping right there.
Is that it for today? I am ready to go.
That's good work. Well done.
Shop class is working out. A few bumps here and there, but I think we're good.
Yes?
It was hard enough getting used to the Midnight Suns. Now we have doubled in size.
You are one of the Midnight Suns.
Now, yes, but not at the beginning. I was the strange woman who spoke to no one. It must be worse for you, Hunter. All the faces are new, except for Caretaker.
I enjoy meeting new people. It keeps me grounded in this century.
I also came here knowing only Caretaker. And what did I do? I hid in my room for weeks. I will tell you a secret. Do not laugh. I have a tiny envy for how you make friends so quickly.
How so?
It comes so easy to you. Even when you are a bat. You are a likable bat.
I'm glad to hear that, Ileana.
Of course, you have bitchin' swords. That is automatic likable for me. I meant with the others. Whatever you're doing, keep doing. Don't waste the time hiding in your room. I hated everything about that, but you. It's rare to meet someone who can keep up with my wit. We are not besties yet, but we are getting there.